Hey guys, this is Terry G, Guyana Babu, and you are locked on with Mr. Critic. Remember, Essequibo belongs to Guyana. Essequibo is we own. Let me tell Maduro, no, 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 don't touch Essequibo. Terry G says so. Boom fire.
Good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tune into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. And as you know, Guyana consists of 3 counties: Essequibo, Demerara, and Berbice is Guyana, right? So this morning, yesterday, everybody was on edge as a result of the referendum held by the Nicolas Maduro referendum. You guys says a Nicolas Maduro referendum, but you know, sometimes you gotta do introspection. You gotta look at yourself. Sometimes you're having problems in your life and you gotta look at yourself and what's caused your problems on you. So this morning we're gonna discuss what it was like yesterday in Venezuela. I can tell you, I'll show you, we have photos. We had people, Guyanese, on the ground in Venezuela. What was it like in Caracas and the surrounding communities? The surrounding cities, what the vote was like. The Venezuelans election authorities suggested that 10 million people voted. 1/3 of 10 million people, 1/3 of their population. Venezuela is said to be a population of 31 million people. So today we will look through what has happened, and it is said that they, based on these results here, it said that Venezuelans voted overwhelmingly for the annexing of Essequibo. Right? As you see, they suggest the areas 97%, 98%. Right? This is what? No, this is no surprise. We spoke about this. Maybe you guys don't follow, or maybe Glenn Lal did not give you the right information if it's Kaicho News you read. We'll get to that just now. Because all that has happened here might be as a direct result of what Glenn Lal does. Glenn Lal sings to the world that we have a fortune that we're losing out on, that we're being robbed of. So why not Venezuela have an interest in coming and making haste while the sun shines? Those are some of the things you have to look at. And you play a part in that. Every time you buy Glenn Lal paper, you play a role. You play an active role in destroying this nation. That's a matter of fact. Because Glenn Lal has gone rogue. Now, how you think, when Nicolas Maduro looking over here, how you think he knew about all the wealth we have acquired? Where does he get the news from? About how much we making and how much more we could make and how good we get there. And everybody, you believe anybody passing up and you saying everybody could get $5,000, 5,000 US? They're entitled to that? You gotta look at these things. You gotta start doing some introspection. And ask yourself if we own what's problem. And how do you play a role in that? Is Glenn Lal a savior or a traitor? He's a traitor and he don't know. Because you explained to me, I didn't tell Maduro about the oil wealth and the resources that we have. I didn't sing in it. I walk in, I raise into you walking, you raising 6,000 people in the oil sector. Now to explain this, we expecting nothing different. Nothing different was expected. The numbers that you see here is not unexpected. There's no surprise. This is not a result of Venezuelan people being bad. This is, if it is actually factual, that 1/3 of Venezuela's population came out and voted yesterday, when this was the scene on the streets. This was the scene on the streets of most of the major cities yesterday. Right? This was the scene. So 1/3 of the Venezuelan population came out across cities and voted. But this was the scene yesterday in Venezuela. One of the cities just 20 miles away from Caracas. So if I'm led to believe that 1/3 of the Venezuelan population came out and voted yesterday, I find that very interesting. This is the city, by the way. This is not rich community. You're going rich communities. You're going to rich communities. Rich people there in their house. Aren't you seeing them? Where were the Venezuelans that voted? Can anybody tell me where were the Venezuelans that were voting yesterday? Can anybody help me out in understanding where were the Venezuelans that were voting yesterday? I'm glad to know. Right? Now, some people, these are more photos from Venezuela yesterday. Now, Venezuela has, well, had 31 million people. People are running out of Venezuela like crazy. This is Venezuela yesterday. Right? This is the streets of Venezuela yesterday. Now, I want to bring you to Venezuelan voters. So Nicolas Maduro had persons, nomadic people, who lived in certain regions bordering to Essequibo, vote yesterday. I'm asking myself, when were they explained about the referendum? And when did they sign the document? What language was that document in? Most of the nomadic tribes speak different languages. So these are some of the people that voted yesterday. So they have an understanding. These people who were brought there, made to sit. No line on a made to sit. It seems that people voted under duress in Venezuela yesterday. Military people there, with them there. Now, bear in mind, these are nomadic people, right? You see Auntie here? This is nothing unusual. Auntie here is an elder in the tribe, and she got bra. So these people, you're telling me these people came and voted and understood what they participated in yesterday in Venezuela. That is what Nicolas Maduro is telling the world. Bear in mind they're BBC articles, but these are things that I have. This come from Venezuelan pages. Desiree, my desk upstairs, move out all them paper, clean out all them. Give me desk a wipe out and stuff, right? am to believe that Auntie Hay went to vote, Uncle Hay went to vote and knew what he was participating in. He was fully well aware that he was voting to annex Essequibo. Right? Open up the picture. Show them the whole picture. These are tribe people. They bring the people, you bring chair and everything, show people voting. This is voting of a different kind. What Maduro has to do is hold an election. And let's see what those numbers are going to be like. If you never see reverse numbers. Now, I am questioning the vote itself. Not based on anything. I wasn't an observer. Were there international observers? I wasn't an observer. But this is what I'm observing. People sitting, waiting to vote. So you're telling me these people understand to check off. This Auntie Hay. Not everybody. This Auntie Hay. This Uncle Hay. He has an understanding. The younger ones, them got phone and sorry. They got phone. Right? This Uncle Hay with the arrow and bow. This individual Hay, a tribesman. You're telling me they have an integral understanding of what a referendum is, and so they know. They have been educated by the Venezuelans. Bear in mind, once you got language and somebody talks to you, you will understand. Right? Watch Uncle voting. Tell me, what was the process? Auntie the back here, show your finger. You show your finger electronically. So they're in the system. These are voters. They're in the system. It's interesting. Venezuela has a state-of-the-art system. These are not all the people. But let me show you some other photos. Let me show you some other photos out of Venezuela. So I was following yesterday. This is what happened in Venezuela. This woman is claiming that her son was locked up in the high school and said he would not be released if he did not vote. School children, army personnel.
Dijeron que si no votaba por el bendito Essequibo, no pasaba el liceo, no pasaba ni cursaba, ni podía salir del liceo. A los muchachos los secuestraban en el liceo y les dijeron que si no votaban no salían. ¿Ah? Eso no puede ser así. Eso no se hace. Este es el Liceo Bolivariano de Naricual. Y lo denuncio públicamente. Y lo voy a subir a las redes sociales.
The lady is saying, the Venezuelan woman is saying, the public denounced it. So all is not what it seems to be. It seems that even BBC wasn't able to get it right yesterday. I can tell you TBN had people on the ground in Venezuela. The photographs and videos that I'm showing you is what we acquired. The photographs of the people voting just now came from Venezuelan pages. But the videos that I'm showing you of the cities being desolate and nothing going on, was directly acquired by people associated with TBN and the Guyanese Critic.
Eso no se hace. Eso no se hace. Yo quiero que me expliquen por qué. ¿Por qué agarraron y secuestraron a mi hijo y le dijeron?
She's asking why they kidnapped my son and told him he had to vote.
Que tenían que votar.
And if you're a Spanish speaker, please tell me. You could call and tell me if this is what I'm hearing here, because I am unable to translate. I'm reading the translation.
Por un Esequibo. ¿Por qué? Eres un niño de 14
She's saying her son is 14 years of age. 14 years of age. And you have to be 18 to vote.
años. Se necesita 18 años y estar inscrito en el CNE para poder votar. Eso no se hace. Yo quiero que me den información.
So again, the woman is saying her name is Rebecca Mora. Hey, son.
Yeah, Daddy. I say I'm narrated by the big barge don't move up.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go by the yard, just to load the two everything on the truck
Mm-hmm.
and let it load it onto the barge and load on the crane.
The Chinese crane loading on the thing on the barge, or daddy got to do it?
The tiny crane will load it onto the barge.
Okay, and then daddy gonna put on the crane on the barge for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Roger that. You got an operator going up there with you?
Yeah, I got that operated up there, right?
All right, son. Cool.
Yeah.
Who, the same boy we used to walk with we?
No, another guy.
You test you out and so do?
Yeah, he actually walk in the time crane where I do my monkey jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he walk in the quarry, yeah.
Roger that. Safe. Cool.
Right.
So all of those who've been worried, hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I had called earlier concerning this child abuse.
Yeah, brother.
How can I get to see you in person?
Yes, well, I'm actually on my morning live and I have it up for discussion this morning. The thing with the child abuse, the child has to be protected is the first thing, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So I don't want you to call in any name
Right.
and identify any area. But I want the public to know the story because it is obvious the Guyana Police Force and the Child Care Protection Agency is not doing an efficient job. Right? So I would like you to explain to me the story from the beginning. Do you have a detailed understanding? Are you the individual? Because a lady called me and said her husband gets sick and had to go to the hospital and the child had to go to stay with somebody.
I am the person who went to the hospital.
Roger that. So give me the story from where it began.
I'm calling on a cell, but
I'll call you back right away.
okay.
You imagine a man raping a 7-year-old? What is wrong with these people, man? These people gotta be castrated. They need chemical castration.
Your call is being forwarded to a voicemail.
But somebody was asking me how I knew the BBC got it wrong. Because the BBC didn't have details, or don't have details that I have. BBC only went with enough people there, a group of people there. I got soldiers voting. Does the BBC have these indigenous people seem to be under duress? How I know the BBC get it right? Looking at the BBC, I know what I got. I know that I had people on the ground yesterday. These videos that you're seeing is my people on the ground recording what was going on. It's a matter of fact. You understand? That's how I know they got it wrong. If you know better, tell me. Show me the BBC. The BBC show the polls and all them things. But I'm saying, You got to get the merits. If you got the elections going on, how were the elections held? Who were the 10 million people who voted? What evidence suggested that 10 million people came out yesterday in Venezuela and voted? Where did they vote? Can we have photographs of the polling stations? How the BBC is going to have an article? Right? Where is the BBC article? Did I give you guys? I give you guys the thing to put in the Let me call back these people. It's a simple thing, buddy. Remember, I in the news business. Let me see, BBC UK. So the BBC UK, Essequibo of Venezuela vote to claim Guyana's controlled oil region. Venezuelans have voted overwhelmingly in favor of claims and dispute. Overwhelmingly. But where's the evidence? Did BBC have anybody on the ground? The Guyanese critic had somebody on the ground. Watch. Listen to this. Listen to this. We had people on the ground. This is in Venezuela yesterday. I made sure I said I want to see evidence of what was going on. You have to show me. And they said, nothing is going on here, bro. I was constantly monitoring news agencies because I was getting video clips of what was going on in the news. I didn't update you guys yesterday because there was nothing to update about. There was nothing important going on in Venezuela. So for the BBC to come out and say this was overwhelming, Venezuelans voted overwhelmingly, right? Watch. We was constantly monitoring what was that? Peeping and seeking in the development. But what was going on in Venezuela? Nothing was going on in Venezuela. Where did the 10 million people vote? Right? Where did this 10 million people vote? Which cities? That's all I'm asking. I have evidence to suggest here Venezuela was relatively quiet yesterday. Right? Where did they vote? Where the voters are? Right? Again, streets. Driving through, check-in. Where did voting happen? Where did the people come out? Caracas, relatively quiet. All the community, Venezuelans are relatively quiet. It's normal for a Sunday. Nobody see nobody, no, but 1/3 of the population come out and vote.
As quiet as can be. There's not a soul on this roadway. quiet as can be.
Some people wanna know Guyana, como você people plan on things.
Yeah, what we Guyanese brothers them saying?
Some people wanna know Guyana, como você people plan on things.
Right? So, hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Talk to me.
Hey, I just sent you a clip like 15 minutes ago with with a video of a news guy saying how the turnout in Venezuela wasn't that, massive.
No, but I know, brother. That is why I'm saying the BBC is full of bullshit. The Venezuelans say how they had 10 million. I want to know. Whole day yesterday, some people say critic update, but there was nothing to update. Nothing was going on. You understand? Nothing was going on. So why calculate? Why update? I say, man, I can tell you tomorrow morning. No massive thing. 90% and 95 and over vote in favor of annexing, and the evidence that I have, where real people talking, a lady said she ain't interested in that. Listen to this Venezuelan woman.
Rebeca Mora.
Yeah, the lady with the kid.
Enrique Pérez. Del Liceo.
Why would this woman to have to come now and quarrel for her son being held in school and have to? This son is for.
I'm living in Florida. I'm pretty much South Florida, and there are a lot of Venezuelans here. And if you talk to them, that is what they say. They say when he's doing this against political.
Here we talk, bro. We talk. I don't want to start a discussion. I want to just transmit this message. Yeah. Now hear what me say. Children being held in school to vote. Somebody got to clarify this to me. These people. So you telling me hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, brother, turn on the thing in the background now.
Yeah.
Yes, how can I help you?
This is Kritik Shore.
Speaking, sir, how can I help you?
This last night I saw a video. Some Iranian people take down a flag from.
It has been disputed. It's not the flag that the president went and put up. And you know how long it takes to go to Mount Roraima? Most people don't survive it.
I want to know.
So a couple barefoot people could not have gotten up there.
Yeah, I see how saw the video
No.
last night. And they left worried.
Nothing to worry about.
Okay. All right.
Roger, brother.
All right.
Now, with the information I give y'all about the flag, y'all just got up the press release. Nobody got the phone. Okay, so this is the flag. This is the flag that the president hoisted. Yeah, my brother, trying to call you back, just somebody answer your phone.
Yeah, I just went to the shop and I played some credit in my phone.
Nobody tell you I would have called you back.
Okay, it's all right.
Roger that. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, let me deal with this issue. So what we're discussing is Venezuela, but what is more important is what is happening in our country, and a blind eye is turned to certain things. So I'm going to listen to this. You're going to listen to this big man's story where a 7-year-old was raped. So please tell me how this thing happened, boss.
Yes, I took in for Orneo on Easter Monday. I went to the Maikoni hospital. They transported me with ambulance to Georgetown Hospital. The missus wasn't around. She was at her relatives in Berbice. The little boy was in my care.
Now this is a young child.
Yes.
That is in your care, a boy.
Right.
Roger that.
April come in, he would complete 7 years.
You live in an East Coast community.
No, I live at Strathaven, King Road.
No, don't be specific, man. I ask if you're living in an East Coast community.
Yes.
Roger.
Okay.
Don't younger, no specifics.
Right, okay, good. Yeah, so I left the child with my brother.
Your biological brother, same mother, same father.
Yes.
Roger that. In the same community.
Yes.
Roger that.
I left him in his care.
This child is what is the child's relation to you?
It's my adopted stepson.
Okay.
Which is my wife grand.
Roger that. Your adopted grandson.
Right.
Roger that.
So I went to the hospital. I took in and they admitted me. I spent Easter Monday, Tuesday, and I came out Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So this child was with my brother all the time.
You just asked your brother to take care of this because you're taking. You got to roll out from here and you take care of the child.
Right.
So you asked your brother to take care of this child.
Right.
Roger that.
He agreed with that, and
You spent 3 days in the hospital.
yes, I went in Monday. I came out Wednesday.
Roger that. What happened when you came out?
I asked the boy. I took him from the market, and I asked the boy. His grandmother asked him and what transpired during my absence and so.
No, but why would you, at right away picking up this kid, why would you come to the assumption that something transpired? You left a kid by your brother. Why would you assume that something transpired? What was that? Or
no, the grandmother questioned the boy.
no, but why did she question the boy? What would she have known or heard?
The boy disclosed to her that uncle did this and did that.
This is immediately upon collecting back the child started to complain.
Yes,
Because you gotta look, when you're telling me this story, I want the sequence of events. So you go in, you collect the boy, hey, I come collect this kid and so. You understand?
Right.
But it seems that the kid had some discomfort or something and he starts to complain. Right. I want to know, because when you tell me you start questioning the boy, I want to know, will you see make you question the kid, right?
That's right, yes. She questioned him and he disclosed that to her. You want me to tell you what he told
Not specifically. Okay. Was he touched as a result of what he disclosed? Are you assuming he was touched or penetrated?
He was penetrated.
Roger that. What happened after that?
She took the matter to child care. She reported at the BV. They have a branch there.
Okay.
At the regional office.
This happened, you come out on Wednesday, you get this child, and when this happened immediately or sometime after?
No, it happened the next day, like Thursday.
On Thursday, you made a report, and this involved the police and the Child Care Protection Agency.
Well, Child Care came and took the boy away.
Roger that.
And they did their inquiries. They went to the doctor along with the police, and they verified that the boy was penetrated. They got the medical report.
This is a 7-year-old kid at the time.
Yes. We took this medical now to Coburn John because Child Care, the woman there, she told her that the medical is at Coburn John. Now, we had expected that after the medical was produced at Coburn John, the police would have apprehended the individual. But no such thing, sir.
The Coburn John police. Well, first thing is, when child care is involved in a matter, there's an investigation that is entailed. It's not just based on allegations, it's an investigation. The funny thing is, in these cases, the police and child care protection by law has up to 3 months to investigate. Now it's way past 3 months.
Right.
Now it's way past 3 months. So you're saying, are you suggesting to me that after being raped, a report was made on behalf of a 7-year-old child, and on to today, the perpetrator has not been arrested or called in for questioning or to give a statement? Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure because the guy that was involved, he's living next to me here. No.
I understand that you're seeing him. But there are cases where people are arrested and put on bail while investigation is going on.
The police did no arrest. They didn't come for him. They didn't question him. Nothing. I think he got the money, So he was there in the compound a day when my mistress went to inquire about what urgency, what is the matter now? Because the medical is there. They read the medical to her, and now the medical disappeared. And she saw him, the individual.
Well, they will obviously have child care protection. I don't think a medical is a a document like a birth certificate or an ID card that is only one. They would have to have copies. If childcare is handing over a medical, they would have to have the original copy to the police, but they would have to have the document to the police, but they would have to have copies. In this case, I think we should, I will try to come before the week is out. If childcare does not reach out to y'all and this case don't start moving forward, and obviously, we can't go the normal route and people name gonna call. We ain't got called police name, we ain't got called. Do you know who's the person that childcare protection? Do you have a name of the person that childcare protection was looking after this matter?
Yes.
What's the person's name?
I have the number too also, the name and the number.
Please for the name.
Aline, Miss Aline.
Miss Allen is the person looking after this matter. Where a 7-year-old boy was raped. And until today, justice can't be served. Or it seems that the process has stalled.
You want the number?
Yeah, I will take the number from you off here. Next thing, where is Miss Allen's office?
There's a regional office at BV.
But if I walked in?
Yes.
That's like where the education place there?
Yes.
Same place?
They have a section there for childcare and protection agency.
Did you reach out to Miss Allen to ask her what is the problem?
Yes, but she told the grandmother that she already finished with the matter because she handed over the medical to the Copan John police. So she cannot do anything. The police now is there because she finished her part.
Roger, but nonetheless, childcare protection depends on the Guyana police force to enforce.
Yes,
but
right.
They are the protectors of the children. So they have to follow up constantly. If I hand you something, if you give your wife some money for go to the market, and then she go out and come back with nothing, you don't just sit down and calculate, well, you ain't come back with nothing, I shouldn't ask about the money. You ask what happened to the money. What did you do with the money? Where did you go? What is going on? How we go eat? You understand?
Yes.
The process has to have continuum. So she is as responsible as everybody else, because what then is her purpose?
Right.
The police are enforcers. But if you have found that somebody's been raped, you make a file, you're going through a process, then what happened?
Right.
You understand? You're the enforcer. I, for the here, for make sure this thing run through, but I ain't hearing back nothing. Right. Now, have you reached out to the police and asked them what the problem is?
Yes. The police read the medical to her, the grandmother, and then after 2 weeks now, when she went back to inquire what's going on, aren't you going to arrest the individual? They said it's all blah 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 blah. They got to their next medical. They're not changing up the whole.
Who is the officer that you spoke to? Do you have a name?
I didn't. She can't read and write, so she know the individual though.
She can't remember his name. Is a
no.
Male or female?
A female.
Okay. Covan John.
Right. Apparently, like there's some money passed somewhere, and
Well, I wouldn't be able to say, but
right.
One has to suggest, under the circumstances, anybody, any mother, any woman would want justice for a 7-year-old child.
Right.
And if people are not taking it up in a fashion or manner that other human beings was expect, or I would think, if you come and tell me right now I am angered, I would want to act. And if you're not acting, I want to know what has caused you to act in such a manner. You understand?
Right.
In an inhumane manner. If you know a 7-year-old child has been raped, and it is your, not only the human aspect of how you feel, it is your job to ensure that this child gets justice.
That's right.
And months on, way beyond the legal required time for an investigation, nothing has happened. One has to ask, what has caused you to act in such a manner?
Right.
You understand? Because you're not only a human being, you are a human being tasked, representing an office to protect a child.
Right.
and you're acting in a funny manner. Well, it is obvious. Something happened. I don't know if it's money or you get raped too. Because it ain't making sense to me.
Yes.
So, before the week is out, if nobody reaches out, if the Child Care Protection Agency or the Covanjan Police Station don't reach out to you, we will go in front of Covanjan Station, do a live. We can go by your brother, do a live. You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
Somebody got to explain what is going on.
Yes.
And why a 7-year-old child being raped could go unnoticed for so long or unaddressed.
That's right.
Is any counseling being offered to the child?
I think so, because the child is not within my custody right now. It's in child care.
So the child is in child care protection?
Child care still have the boy there.
My God, you see how your child could get lost in translation?
Well, that's...
Now you pick up the child. Now you're only, it's never said the child in there in front of you. And you know.
Right.
You know because the child is in your possession. And waiting on his protectors to protect him. And waiting.
You see the woman that I mentioned just now, her name, right? She told us that they cannot release the boy until the perpetrator is being captured by the police. Now the police is lapsing.
I will follow up with this personally, boss. Keep in touch.
Uh-huh.
That's the reality of the world we living in. While we got outside forces trying to invade, we destroying ourselves from within. The Guyana police force, you imagine though? How a child could be lost in translation for months. Since Easter time. Raped. What's going on with the child? Who following up with these things, buddy? What really purpose is the Child Care Protection Agency? This man say he wife illiterate. She didn't know what for run, she didn't know what for do. What happened with the system to protect us? I can't be everywhere, or I ain't omnipotent as y'all God omnipotent than me. I just got big mouth and crazy hair and willing to talk for people. Why it gotta come to me? Why the fucking Child Care Protection Agency can't do the job? Why the Guyana Police Force can't do the fucking job? Why it gotta come to me? I got walk through, I got crane for going load from barge this morning. You have a system. You have a big man rape a little boy. Obviously, he can't be accountable for. You can't let him account for himself, because if you look at our society, the men are supposed to protect the boys, the girls, the women. So we have a vile individual in our midst. Any man that can hold a little boy and buggy needs to be castrated. Violate a child. Hello, good morning.
Yes, a very good morning. I just barely heard of the incident with the man and the child. What is happening to there is also a Rights of the Child Commission. Why is it not engaging their attention?
I have no idea, ma'am.
That's my question to you.
I don't have no idea. You have a human rights organization in this country. You have an ERC in this country. I don't know what they do, when they do it, but it seems I have to do their job and my job also.
Well, the human rights organization do not have a figurative head, but the others do. And
Red Thread, I said a woman, I don't know what they do. If they just represent lesbians, the LGBT community. I said, well, the LGBT community comfortable. They get somebody bugger, they got next fucking team on their crew.
Well, I don't understand how they sit down when they have all these cases going on and nobody does nothing about it. I'm shocked to hear him say from April to now.
Because it's a rip-off, ma'am. These organizations sit around, get money, funding from United Nations and all around the world. They make money, they live nice. They don't really care about people. If you ask them, they care about the billions that I make. Yes, and they worry about me billions. When I do okay every day, 365 days in a year. Well, shorter 52 days, because I don't do it on Sunday. Giving the people my voice.
Oh, wow.
The study mean money, why you work hard for. It's all about money. It's all about money. And they're paid to do these things.
Now that it has been made public, I hope that it will attract their attention.
I hope so myself, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
You're most welcome. Nobody cares. It's what trending they care about. Doesn't it make you feel demeaning as a man to know there are other men out there that will do such things? What causes men to go into action? Hello, good morning.
Pretty good morning, my brother. There is so much you can do, bro, and no more. The police in this country will fail, and they will continue to fail. This thing with this kid, it hurt my heart to know the way it happened. So you see, in this country here, child protection is supposed to protect our kids. And if they are not doing it, it leads me to one assumption. They are the molesters. They are the molesters.
They're part and parcel of the problem, my brother.
They are.
It seems, and this has been going on for years. It seems the Child Care Protection Agency has a scheme going on. Because when they take a child into their custody, there's a cost attached to taking care of that child.
Correct.
So it seems the scheme is to get as much children within their custody. Not to educate, alleviate the things that are happening persistently to children.
Correct.
You understand?
Yes.
The abuse of children, it seems it is not a proactive approach to address that, because proactivity doesn't bring money. At some point in time, it will stop. But reactivity, taking them into custody, giving people to take care of them, paying people money to take care of them, it seems that there's some form of a racket that is going on at the Child Care Protection Agency. If it is not so, please let them come and prove me wrong.
They can't. Because all the buggering and everything must happen, and then no one knows. That's why these people are hiding this thing. These people not doing anything to protect these children. This is a sad situation, and this thing's supposed to be nationally.
My brother,
Every single
my brother, it is unfortunate. Now, the other day, somebody invite me out. I did not go because pardon, I don't dip on certain things. Don't get confused with me rough attitude and me demeanor. I was brought up by a woman that saw me protected all of my life. Right. My mother taught me not to have nobody playing with my bati and my olo. You understand? My mother taught me not to have people touching me inappropriately. You understand? It is unfortunate that some people had terrible experiences in life, but nonetheless, we as human beings, one of the things about men, I ain't even talking about women, because there's definitely a whole set of scum. There's a whole different story. But as men, we are supposed to be upstanding. We are supposed to protect the weak.
And you know what I love what you said this morning, Critic and Hafsah? The men have to protect the little boys. They have
to. You gotta bring them up, buddy.
That's right.
I like me son, them ain't gonna buy this move funny. I tell you, because all they see, all they saw is a strong man.
That's right.
You understand?
Manhood only can be taught by man, not a woman. I always learn that.
If you're not doing it for yourself or you don't have, a man is supposed to act in a certain way. That is how our society moves forward. Now we got society Your daddy is your mama and all kind of fucking stupidness. All right. We ain't getting into that discussion. There's a whole discussion by itself. But nonetheless, I continue to ask myself, how do we carry on as a society when men do not hold their rightful positions?
You see in life, you can't change what you uphold. And if we continue as men in this country, as all the women, for the girls, if we continue to see this thing happen, we put a blind eye to it, or a deaf ear to it, it can never change everything. How much you can do? How much you can do? You can't do everything.
My brother, I just try to highlight, and in this, because of the multitudes following me, they see and be aware. Because if I see a funny movement between a big man and I tell them, at the time I've been to Mahiko. No, a couple of years ago I've been to Mahiko for something awake or something. And a man come out with a bag of sweetie and he was like, nice guy. Yes, sir. And come out with a sweetie and thing. This is about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I think in my man, who has got a bag of sweets? Yes, sir? I tell you, I said, and he come around to me with this. I said, big man, like you looking for a little bite for burger? What is your fucking problem? Because I felt uneasy. You understand? I calculating who just walked on with a bag of sweets.
That's right.
Right away it get to me. No, I ain't accusing here nothing. But right away, this kind of behavior. There's not nobody grandfather with your grandchildren. You understand?
No.
When you get this bag of sweets, I want to know how you know that you get this bag of sweets. What's your attraction? Yes, what's your program? And I tell you straight up. And everybody in the way start laugh. I said, it's not no joke. I said, like, you're looking for a little bite for burger because I don't know you're going to fucking bag of sweetie, you know. 1 o'clock in the morning, scunt. I don't depend on them shit this though. Yes, and I feel funny. Because how he passing off this bag of sweets, nice guy. How he think with this bag of sweets, I don't realize he accustomed that he's a nice guy. You understand? Big uncle.
Right.
No, but the big uncle is a prompt, direct, open, no nonsense man. I know the big uncle when I see one. I is the big uncle.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't play. Little girl coming and, you know, hey, uncle, I tell you, hello, how do you do? Smile and then done with that scunt. Move away from me, child. You understand? I don't play.
I know.
Sit down, pa, uncle lap. I look like fucking Santa Claus. Sit down, where? Go to your mother.
Straight up. You want sweetie, go to your mother.
You understand? I tell you, come. Hello, thing. I said, little child, take out a picture. This and that. Me grandson a holy, huggy tight, manly.
Right, straight up.
I see up a holy, huggy tight, man, squeezy.
Right.
Kissy pon the forehead.
Right, mighty.
Put it down. You understand?
Straight up.
I play no game.
I know, bro. I know.
You know a manly exchange when you see one.
Yes, bro. I hear you.
So when I'm looking at men and I'm thinking, you imagine you got drop a little by pants, position. How the fuck you get a hard on for that?
Oh, shit.
How can you get a hard on for that?
Some man is like put them on into death, right?
Eh?
Put them into death. I don't know.
What is that?
This morning, right?
What kind of monster does that?
And the institution them not doing anything to solve that. Anything at the moment to solve that.
We talk, bro.
Yes, buddy. Take it easy.
Somebody saying, well, obviously you don't have any. How did you decide you raped the boy? Obviously you don't. Stephen Lovell, you obviously is a fucking retard. There's a medical. It is. Maybe I didn't use the term. What was the term is used? Maybe I didn't use it, but we passed the stage. When the Guyana police force got come out and said that the kid wasn't raped, that they don't have the Child Care Protection Agency. Hello? Yeah, right? So we going back to Venezuela. Let me wrap up this thing quickly. Everybody got ID. So you know, calculating journalism, and we talking, but fuck journalism. You look BBC over there say, but Venezuela, they know a fucking thing. What happened in Venezuela? I been on the ground and see. I got the evidence.
What journalistic practice you talking about? Like what CNN got, the BBC got? A little child has been violated, it got to be addressed. Must come, oh, it is alleged. Little boy come, batty burning, complain, months and nothing ain't happening. There's a medical. The bullshit you telling me. So the president, this is, and let me get the statement. Let me read the statement for you. This is when the president went to Mount Roraima and hoisted the golden arrowhead. Hey, good morning. There's a difference in the poll. It's Venezuelan propaganda. Not to say they couldn't do it, right? Not to say they couldn't do it, but let me get, do I have a picture of the people up there? Did I give you guys pictures of the people up here? I'm sure I sent you guys pictures. So let me show you. Man, I send these things to y'all the whole day yesterday. Well, Marlon sent the fake one. What's this?
Yeah, block the street.
Man, thiefing cow. And them videos bring back tomorrow the thiefing cow, and so we can do tomorrow. I gotta go and load a crane now upon the barge. So let me try to get the thing and show you what exactly has transpired here. So this is what was being shared on social media. Now here what nobody ain't paying attention to. And Guyanese, right? You see this here, sir? Now watch these kids. Watch these kids and them old man. You know how long it takes to, the president had to fly to Mount Roraima in a helicopter. Let me call Uncle Jerry. Let me call Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jerry must be busy. Here me tell you. For climb to the, you don't just walk up to the top of Mount Roraima. Show this video here. You don't just walk up to the top of Mount Roraima. You understand? All them man with the hair is a tedious climb. The little children and everything, just walk up to the top. It's not there. Yeah. So the Venezuelans gotta go and deal with the issues. I want to know how this vote was done. This is a Venezuelan woman in Venezuela saying her child was held in school and told to vote.
If he voting, I get loose out of the school. And that makes no sense.
Me llamo Rebeca Mora. Soy representante de Enrique Pérez, del Liceo Bolivariano Naricual. A mi hijo lo acaban de encerrar en el liceo y le dijeron que si no votaba por el bendito Esequibo, no pasaba el liceo. No pasaba ni cursaba, ni podía salir del liceo. A los muchachos los secuestraron en el liceo y les dijeron que si no votaban no salían. ¿Ah? Eso no puede ser así. Eso no se hace. Este es el Liceo Bolivariano de Naricual, y lo denuncio públicamente y lo voy a subir a las redes sociales. Eso no se hace. Eso no se hace. Yo quiero que me expliquen por qué. ¿Por qué agarraron y secuestraron a mi hijo y le dijeron que tenían que votar por un Esequibo? ¿Por qué? Eres un niño de 14 años. Se necesita 18 años y estar inscrito en el CNE para poder votar.
Now she's saying her son is 14 years of age and is 18. You need to be to vote. I've shown you that across Venezuela was fairly quiet yesterday. One has to ask oneself, are these the only voters they had yesterday? And if these people add up to 10 million people, 1/3 of the Venezuelan population come out here. This was the streets of Venezuela yesterday. Right? This was the streets of Venezuela yesterday. Nothing going on. The streets dead. Right? So I'm asking, does this make sense? The next thing is Glenn Lal a savior or a traitor to this country? Actually, if you were looking at Guyana and reading Kaieteur News every day, right? You would think that things are miraculous here. You gotta ask yourself if Maduro does read Kaieteur News. And if you continue to support this kind of behavior, you never know what could happen in this country. Be careful. Guyanese, be careful what you wish for. Be vigilant. We gotta stop playing games. If serious things are come to Guyana, we have to start acting seriously. Everybody who is successful in life knows you can't play games and get positive results. You gotta be persistent, you gotta be consistent, you gotta be precise, decisive in what you do. If you look at anybody with a house and a car, they took in their education, they walk towards the goals, they walk and get a degree with the intention of getting a salary raise, with the intention of getting a certain kind of job that would last them out their lifetime, to develop a career. They think about how much children they want, how they could school them, how they could feed them, how they could clothe them. Thought has to be put into your life. So you can't be following a madman like Glenn Lal and expect to be successful. Because look outside. Type in free money. Government giving free money. You type in that and see where it happens. The great America. You gotta work for where you want. And they got a lot of things given. You got a lot of tax reduction, tax returns, you got all kind of things. But you gotta forgive, forget. You can't just sit back and get. Keep it real. Peace out.